Let me tell you about one of the earliest stars of the silent film era, Blanche Sweet. She was born in Chicago in 1896, and while her full name was Sarah Blanche Sweet, nobody really used that first name. Acting was in her blood from the start. Her mother passed away when she was just a baby, so she was raised by her grandmother, who helped get her on stage as early as 4 years old. That's right. By the time most kids were learning their ABCs, Blanche was touring in live theater alongside big names like Maurice Barrymore. By the time she hit her teens, Blanche had signed on with Biograph Studios and started working with director D.W. Griffith, a giant in early film history. In 1911, she starred in the Lonedale Operator, a short thriller that became a breakout moment for her. She had a different energy than a lot of actresses at the time, strong, confident, and independent, which really made her stand out. As her popularity grew, she took on bigger roles, including the lead in Judith of Bethulia, Griffith's first full-length feature. Although she didn't land a part in The Birth of a Nation, Blanche moved on to greener pastures, signing with famous players, Lasky, what would later become Paramount. There, she worked with major directors like Cecil B. DeMille and Marshall Neilan. Neilan wasn't just a professional connection, though. The two got married in 1922. Their relationship didn't last long, ending in 1929. But during that time, she starred in some of her most memorable films, like Anna Christie, the first Eugene O'Neill play adapted for screen. Critics were impressed. One review even said it was hard to imagine anyone doing a better job in a role. She was one of the early faces of MGM and looked poised to ride the wave of Hollywood's golden era, but then came sound. Like many silent stars, Blanche struggled to make the leap to talkies. She only made a handful of sound films before stepping away from movies altogether. In the years that followed, she turned to radio and stage work, though eventually she left the spotlight and took a job in retail. But the industry never really forgot her. In the 60s and 70s, film historians helped bring her back into public view. She even received the George Eastman Award in 1975 for her impact on film history. Blanche Sweet passed away in 1986, but her legacy lives on. She was one of the pioneers who helped shape the early days of cinema, a true original who stood out in a time when movies were just learning how to speak.